You don't expect your life to change in a single minute, but that's exactly what a stroke does. 1 minute you're holding your grandchild's hand, the next, you can't move your own. After the age of 70, the risk becomes real. Not because you've done something wrong, but because your brain, like the rest of your body, has carried you through so much. It's time we help it carry on, stronger, longer. This isn't about fear, it's about power. It's about small, gentle habits that can protect your brain like a warm coat on a cold day. Things you can do, not just to avoid a stroke, but to live clearer, more confidently, and with peace in your heart. Let's walk through these 9 habits together, slowly, kindly, like a conversation over tea. These are not just tips, they're lifelines. For your mind, for your memories, for your future. Number 1. Start every morning with water and gratitude. It may sound simple, too simple, but most strokes happen in the morning. Why? Because your body has gone hours without hydration, your blood gets thicker, your pressure rises, and your brain, it's working hard to wake you up while running on empty. The first habit is this: drink a full glass of water as soon as you wake. Not coffee, not tea, just water, room temperature or warm, whatever feels good to you. And while that water slips down your throat, say one thing you're grateful for. Out loud if you can, whisper it if you must. I'm alive. I saw my granddaughter yesterday. I still remember the smell of my mother's garden. That moment, just 60 seconds, nourishes both your body and your brain. Water keeps your blood flowing smoothly. Gratitude reduces stress, which lowers blood pressure. Together, they act like a reset button. You're not just waking up. You're telling your brain, we've got another day, let's make it count. Number 2, move your body, gently but daily. Stroke prevention isn't about lifting heavy weights or running marathons. It's about reminding your body it still wants to move, and your brain that it still controls the show. Even 10 minutes a day can change everything. A walk around the garden, marching in place during the news, dancing in the kitchen while you wait for the kettle to boil. Think of movement like oil for your engine. Your blood flows more easily. Your heart pumps more steadily. Your brain gets the oxygen it needs to stay alert and strong. And emotionally, moving your body reconnects you to joy. It reminds you you're still here, still capable. That ache in your knee, that stiffness in your back, those are signs your body wants your attention, not your surrender. Try this. Each morning, put on music from your younger days, something that reminds you of a summer love, a wedding, a road trip. Let that music be your invitation to move, even if it's just swaying in your chair. Movement isn't about exercise, it's about staying in motion, in life. Number 3, watch the salt, but not at the expense of taste. No one wants bland food, especially not now. After a lifetime of meals, memories, and Sunday roasts, who wants to nibble on boiled broccoli? But too much salt stiffens your blood vessels. It raises your blood pressure, and that puts stress on your brain. Still, cutting back on salt doesn't mean losing the flavor you love. Instead, try herbs, garlic, lemon, olive oil, vinegar, rosemary from your windowsill, pepper that tingles the tongue. Food can still be delicious, even better, when you trade salt for creativity. And remember this, it's not just what you put on your plate, it's what you avoid from a package. Processed meals, frozen dinners, canned soups, they're silent sources of sodium. They sneak in and sit in your bloodstream, thickening your risk. Make a habit of reading labels. If something has more than 400 milliliters of sodium per serving, it's a red flag. Imagine your brain as a garden. Salt is like dry heat. Too much and the flowers wilt. But with careful tending, flavor, nourishment and beauty can still bloom. Number 4. Make sleep sacred, not optional. There was a time in your life when sleep felt like a luxury. Raising kids, working double shifts, worrying through the night. But now? Sleep is not a gift, it's a shield. Your brain uses sleep to clear out toxins, waste that builds up as you think, move and live. Without deep, restful sleep, that waste piles up, increasing your risk of stroke and dementia. But sleep isn't just about hours. It's about rhythm. It's about winding down like an old clock, gentle, slow, without jolts. Start by making your evenings peaceful. Turn off bright screens an hour before bed. Listen to soft music. Drink something warm. Not sugary or caffeinated, but maybe chamomile or warm milk. Read something light, or even better, write. A memory, a thought, a feeling. If sleep doesn't come easily, don't fight it. Rest your body anyway. Close your eyes. Breathe slow and deep. Picture a place from your past that made you feel safe. A childhood room, a summer porch, a swing under a tree. Sleep is your brain's way of washing itself clean, of keeping your wires untangled and your thoughts smooth. Protect it, prioritize it, you deserve that peace. Number 5, stay social, even when it's easier to stay silent. Loneliness doesn't just hurt the heart, it wears down the brain. And after 70, many seniors feel the silence grow thicker. Friends pass away, children move far. You start speaking to the television more than to people, and little by little the quiet becomes your new normal. But what if I told you that isolation is one of the most dangerous things for your brain? Even more dangerous than high blood pressure. When you stop connecting with others, your mind begins to dim, not because you're losing memory, but because you're losing stimulation. Conversation, laughter, even the simple act of listening to someone else's story. These are exercises for the brain. They keep your mind sharp, your emotions balanced, and your spirit uplifted. You don't have to attend big gatherings or throw parties. Just one meaningful interaction a day is enough to make a difference. Call an old friend, even if you haven't spoken in years. Greet your neighbor with more than just a nod. Sit next to someone new at church. Join a small group that reads or knits or prays together, or write letters. Yes, handwritten ones. Letters that reconnect you with a part of yourself you forgot was still alive. If you're more comfortable at home, try video calls with your grandchildren. Ask them what they're learning. Share a memory from your childhood. Let them hear your wisdom even if they don't understand it all yet. Every word you speak keeps your brain weaving its web of connections and strengthens the mental pathways that protect you from stroke and memory loss. Being social is not just a luxury. It's medicine for your brain. You are not a burden when you reach out. You are a blessing. You are a voice someone still wants and needs want to hear. Number 6. Learn something new, no matter your age. There's a quiet myth many people start to believe after a certain age, that their learning days are over, that their mind has reached its limit, that curiosity belongs to the young, but nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, one of the strongest defenses against stroke and cognitive decline is to keep learning. Not complicated textbooks or college lectures, but anything that makes your brain stretch just a little beyond what it already knows. The brain is like a garden that never stops growing, but only if you keep planting new seeds. And every new word you learn, every new task you try, every new story you absorb, that's a seed that strengthens the brain's roots and branches. Imagine a man in his 70s who decides to learn how to play the harmonica. His fingers fumble, his lips quiver on the metal. But little by little, his mind starts forming new connections. His concentration sharpens, his memory improves. Or picture a woman who starts learning a few words in Spanish each week, just for the fun of it. She laughs at her accent. She writes them down in a notebook with a smile. That laughter, that effort, that moment of discovery, they're all working in the background to strengthen her brain's defenses. Whether it's a new recipe, a puzzle, a craft, or even a smartphone app, your brain thrives when it is challenged. It rewires, it grows, it stays alive. And the beauty is you don't need to master anything. The act of trying is enough. Stroke risk decreases when the brain remains active, engaged, and resilient. It's not about proving yourself to anyone. It's about telling your brain, I'm still here, I still care, I still want to explore. You are never too old to be a student of life, and every lesson, no matter how small, is a step toward protecting the most precious part of you, your mind. Number 7. Keep your blood sugar steady, one bite at a time. Many people associate strokes only with high blood pressure, but the truth is, blood sugar plays a powerful role too. When your blood sugar rises and falls too quickly, as it often does with sugary foods or skipping meals, it damages the delicate walls of your blood vessels over time. And the brain, being one of the most blood-sensitive organs in the body, suffers the consequences. Now you don't need to become a strict dieter. You just need to eat in a way that honors your body's rhythm. Begin with balanced meals, a little protein, some healthy fats like olive oil or nuts, and plenty of fiber from vegetables or whole grains. Avoid large portions of white bread, soda, candy, and processed snacks, not because they're bad, but because they cause sharp spikes in sugar that your body has a harder time regulating as you age. Think about how your parents used to cook. Slow meals made from scratch. They didn't need fancy superfoods or diet trends. They relied on balance. A bowl of oats in the morning with a handful of berries, a plate of lentils or beans with vegetables and a drizzle of oil. Simple, grounding foods. And just as important, don't skip meals. Many seniors lose their appetite or forget to eat, but the brain needs steady fuel. If you go too long without food, your blood sugar drops and your brain feels foggy, weak, or irritable. Over time, those drops and spikes wear down your internal systems, increasing your stroke risk silently. So create a gentle routine. Eat at the same times each day. Keep snacks like nuts, fruit, or yogurt close by. Don't wait until you're starving or dizzy to eat. Every bite you take is a message to your brain that says, "You matter. I'm caring for you now so you can care for me later." Number 8. Manage stress before it manages you. Stress is not just a feeling. It's a physical event, a wave of chemicals that surge through your body and affect your heart, your blood pressure, and your brain. Chronic stress doesn't just make you tired or anxious. It literally increases your risk of stroke. But what makes stress particularly dangerous after 70 is how invisible it becomes. Many seniors learn to live with it. You carry silent worries about your health, about your children, about money, about being alone. And little by little, that quiet stress becomes your new normal. You brush it off, you say you're fine, but your body knows the truth. You don't need to eliminate all stress, no one can. But you can build habits that soften it, that interrupt it, that release it, like steam from a kettle. Deep breathing is one of the most powerful tools you have. Not shallow breaths, but slow, intentional ones. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Do it for 5 minutes while you're sitting by the window or resting in bed. You'll be surprised how much calmer your body feels. Prayer also works wonders, not just as a spiritual act, but as a brain one. Speaking your fears out loud or writing them down in a notebook releases them from your body and places them into the care of something higher than you. And don't underestimate the power of routine. Knowing what to expect, a morning walk, a midday nap, an evening phone call, creates a rhythm that calms the nervous system. If you carry stress from the past, a regret, a loss, a wound, give yourself permission to talk about it, to cry if you need, to forgive, or to seek forgiveness. Emotions unspoken don't disappear. They dig into the body. Releasing them is not weakness. It's a form of healing. Remember, peace is not something that finds you. It's something you make room for. And when your mind is at peace, your brain becomes a safer place, less inflamed, less reactive, and far more resilient against stroke and decline. Number 9. Get regular checkups, even if you feel fine. There's a quiet bravery in showing up for checkups, especially when nothing feels wrong. Many seniors avoid doctors because they don't want to hear bad news, or they're tired of pills, tired of waiting rooms, tired of being told what to do. But ignoring your health won't make problems disappear. It only gives them time to grow in the dark. One of the most dangerous things about strokes is how silently the warning signs build. High blood pressure, atrial fibrillation, high cholesterol. None of these cause pain, none of these scream for attention, but they slowly erode the safety of your brain until one day, everything changes in an instant. That's why regular checkups are not about being sick. They're about staying well. They're about giving your brain the guardians it deserves. If you feel nervous about seeing your doctor, bring someone you trust. A son, a friend, a caregiver. Write down your questions. Ask them to explain things simply. And if something doesn't feel right, a sudden headache, dizziness, weakness in your arm or leg, slurred speech, don't wait. Don't sleep on it. Don't say it'll pass. Call. Get help. Minutes matter. Fast action can prevent permanent damage. But more than that, knowing your numbers, asking questions, staying informed, it gives you back your power. It's not about fear. It's about partnership. You and your doctor working together, protecting a brain that still holds poems, lullabies, family recipes, love stories, and decades of wisdom. That brain is worth guarding, worth checking, worth honoring, even, especially, when it's quiet. Conclusion. If you've made it this far, let me tell you something from the heart. Your brain is still your greatest gift, not just because of what it knows, but because of what it remembers, what it feels, and what it dreams. These 9 habits are not about becoming someone new. They're about protecting the best parts of who you already are. Stroke is not inevitable. Decline is not guaranteed. Every small action, a glass of water, a kind conversation, a walk at sunset, becomes part of your shield, and you don't have to do it all perfectly. Just begin, one habit at a time, one day at a time, one breath at a time. You are not alone on this journey. You are seen. You are valued. And here on this channel, Faith Wisdom, we walk with you. So if this touched your heart, please like this video, leave a comment to share your thoughts or story, and subscribe for more gentle, trustworthy guidance just like this. Let's build a circle of care, where wisdom is shared and hope is never lost. You're not just aging, you're evolving, and we're here every step of the way.